welcome back to the workshop. Today's video is a very important one actually, because it's not only very important because of something that we all need to do and I need to do, and explains quite a bit, it also answers some questions that come up on a regular basis. People on a regular basis ask me what I'm doing with some of the longer term projects which are kicking around. My van, this is something I've now had for 12 years, I think. It was a daily driver, and things change because that is what happens with projects. And obviously I've got Billy's Range Rover there, golf buggy, wood chipper, these are ongoing, and people always ask about projects that lie around for a little while. Something that's very important with projects that lie around for a little while, sometimes you have to know, you've either got to sit there and go, yes, do you know what, I will do those, I will find the time and effort because they have an emotional or sentimental attachment, or you have to sit there and let them go. And that's where this story starts. While living in London, I had an old Africa Twin motorbike, which I used to use to get out and about, go down trips to Cornwall, get out to the countryside to get out of London, and of course I used to use it to commute around London. However, somebody knocked me off the motorbike, which was kind of inevitable in London with the traffic and the way people drive. So I decided to pull the entire bike apart because I originally wanted to ride around the world on it. That was my mission, that was what I wanted to do. So I took it right back down to a bare frame, shot blasted, powder coated the frame, rebuilt the engine, and started putting the entire bike back together in the best possible condition, in the best possible way, while out on a little patio in the middle of London, so I could have the best possible bike to ride around the world. Of course, as it turned out, I didn't, because I met my then future wife. So never went anywhere on the bike, and the bike just went to one side and was never quite finished. So it sat around in France for many years, and I eventually sold it to my friend, who then did all of what was left on it, which was lots of maintenance from it sitting around for a long time. But of course, the paintwork is what I never got round to finishing, was all of the fairings and the paintwork. And he really did a fantastic job. It was very, very nice to see such a great job, because I had lost interest, I'd lost heart, and I certainly didn't have the time nor the inclination to do something with the bike, but I wouldn't get rid of it before this point. It was only because the particular person who bought it said he would finish it that I actually finally parted with it. And what a job he actually did. Really, it was better than I ever would have done, and it would have cost me a huge amount of money to do for something I wasn't going to use. And of course, after all that work, and not by large amounts by me and large amounts by somebody else, my friend Justin, guess I'm getting to play on. So literally, I think a couple of days ago, Facebook Memories said 12 years ago today, and there's a photo of me out on that. Almost 12 years later, I am doing the same thing. I might be wearing the same jacket and helmet, but this is a lot of fun. I'm starting to really, really wish this was still mine. So other than having some fun on a nice sunny day and getting to play on my old motorbike, what was so important about this video? Well, so important was the realization that sometimes in life you cannot fix all of your projects yourself, and you are doing those projects a disservice if you don't let somebody else finish them off before they are too far gone. This bike has huge sentimental and emotional attachments to me. It's very, very difficult to have let it go to somebody else to finish it. Literally, if it wasn't for this motorbike, I wouldn't have got together with the girl I married. I wouldn't have moved to France. I wouldn't have the workshop. I wouldn't live where I live. Everything in my life was down to this bike. And the bike didn't serve its original purpose. It didn't take me around the world. I never left, never went, but it did change my life. So, if you've got a project lying around like this and you're never going to finish it, but it has an attachment, well, find the photos, tell the story, and let somebody else finish that project so it lives, but along with the story that is from you. That's what's important. Now, of course, I actually have the option to buy this back because now Justin wants to sell it. He only wanted to save it. I've got to be honest, I am tempted. But I can't tell whether that's a part of my life which has now gone and this is just a lovely day out, or whether it's something that I should have back. Well, maybe you should leave a comment and see what you think. However, or of course, if you want to buy it, because that would save me making a decision. You know how to get hold of me. I'm going to go for a little ride back to the workshop now, and then I've got something else to talk to you all about. Right, so I'm back at the workshop, everybody. The bike's safe, I'm safe, and do you know what? Had a lovely time riding the bike completed. I'm a bit torn now, because it's beautiful, and it's the bike that I remember. In fact, it's actually better, because all the decals and everything. Justin's done a fantastic job of finishing off what I started, and it's beautiful to see it back together. I do sort of think I want it, but if anybody else is interested, because I'll take the decision out of my hands, you can message me. It's an RDO 4 750 1990 year Honda Africa Twin with a fully rebuilt engine and rebuilt from the ground up. So if anyone's looking for one of those, you can message, because it'll take a decision out of my hands. Now, talking about projects, obviously that's gone nowhere this year because I just completely fell out of love with it, and I need to get back to Billy's Range Rover Classic. But you might have seen there is something distinctly missing from this workshop, and that is the Maserati, because there were all sorts of issues and trying to go down to Le Mans. I am about to go and pick it up from somewhere, and hopefully we might have got somewhere with it, but I just don't know. So the next few videos will be back in time, because it's going to be from back when I tried to get it, which might be giving something away, tried to take it on a test run down to the Le Mans 24-hour race. So if you've got one of your projects kicking around, find time to do it, or document it and give it to someone that will. Or sell it to somebody, should I say. Don't let things lie around. Know where you can place your time. So, if you think I should have that back, actually, do leave me a comment. Because I am torn. I do need a little bit of help. Because it is pretty. Now, I'm going to go and find the Maserati. Not any old Maserati, the Maserati. Hopefully, we might have got somewhere. So the next few videos you'll see, I might look a little bit younger, and it'll be down before Le Mans. And then we can get caught up on that saga, and then get back to Billy's Range Rover Classic. See you next time. Bye now.